real talk lang, eto mahirap yun, okay, pero subukan. Kapag ang isang tao, hindi naman problema yung pera, hindi problema yung
Aha.
load, hindi problema yung
Aha.
internet, hindi problema
Aha.
yung kuryente kasi nakapag-charge
Aha.
naman. At kung ano bang pwede niyang idahilan sa'yo, kapag hindi yan nag-reply within the day, o kahit na lagpas isang araw, hindi ka niyan mahal.
Wow!
Ayan yung totoo.
That escalated quickly. Isa to sa very common mindset ng mga pumapasok as my client for life coaching. Yung sense of entitlement nila sa mga bagay-bagay. And they usually do not have a clear idea kung ano ba talaga yung gusto nilang mangyari at ano yung extent ng epekto nun sa partner nila. And what's worse is wala na nga silang idea kung paano umpisahan i-fix yung relasyon nila because most of the advice that they are getting are always break up, hiwalayan mo na yan, hindi ka na mahal, so on and so forth. Kung yun ba naman yung madalas mong maririnig from the people you are asking to help you, ano yung mangyayari? Of course, iisipin nila na eto lang yung paraan, eto mo lang siya pwedeng intindihin, eto mo lang siya pwedeng tignan, at eto lang yung pwede mong gawin. Nagiging script na siya instead of just an option. Then, people do not realize na pag sumunod sila sa ganitong klaseng advice is they run the risk of being monotonous. Ano yung monotonous? Parang robot. 'Di ba? Instead of being spontaneous, you are obligated to do things para lang maramdaman nila na mahalaga sila, special sila, sila yung the one, when in fact you are just trying to become a human. Yung mga ganitong klaseng kaso kasi, they are usually on the first stages of relationship na kung saan, alam mo yung in love kayo sa isa't isa, diba? Tapos nasa honeymoon stage pa kayo. Yung pakiramdam nyo, nasa honeymoon stage pa. Now, ang hindi ina-acknowledge ng mga tao when it comes to the mid to latter part of stages of relationship is that nagsasawa ang mga tao. Hindi nila matanggap yung ganong klaseng bagay because para sa kanila, pag nangyari yun, hindi na sila mahal, quote and quote, di ba? Marami silang inattach na meaning, actions, branding sa salitang pagmamahal na pag hindi mo nagawa yung ganong bagay, matik para sa kanila, it's over. Diba? That's how poisoned yung pagtrato natin sa partnership, sa pagmamahal, sa relasyon. Very, very far from the previous models of relationship na kung saan na-embody pa nila yung till death do us part. I just recently talked with a friend, tapos kakalabas niya nga lang rin sa isang relasyon, and the way she described me doon sa pinanggalingan niyang relasyon is very, very same sa kung paano umaandar yung ina-advise ng mga relationship guru na yan. Now, what she actually discovered at the latter stage ng relasyon nila is hindi ko pala gusto yung mga bagay na gusto ko. Diba? Hindi niya na-imagine na yung pagiging ganun is going to have a drawbacks na kung saan hindi niya rin kakayanin yung epekto. Kaya ang ending, nakipaghiwalay na lang siya. Now, most of these antics are being performed because of the insecurities ng partner mo na nagpapamaintain ng ganong klaseng task, trabaho, na kung saan kailangan kang ma-update, kailangan kang parating nagbe-message even though, 'di ba? Wala ka namang ma-share na meaningful. Again, instead of the excitement yung maramdaman ng tao, nagiging feeling mo parang dagdag trabaho na lang siya. Kasi nga, pilit na pilit yung pakiramdam na i-message ka. But again, not because hindi ka na mahal ng tao, pero dahil wala lang talagang worth it para sa kanya na mapagkwentuhan. Dahil nga wala naman ibang nangyari sa buhay niya. Now, in connection with this, paanong may exciting na mangyayari sa buhay niya? Paanong may growth na mangyayari sa buhay niya? Lahat na lang pinagbawal mo. Bawal kang makipag-usap sa ganito, bawal kang umattend ng ganyan, bawal mo gawin niyang ganyan, huwag kang lalapit kay ganyan kasi napapansin ko sumasaya ka sa kanya. 'Di ba? Yung growth mo as a person got hindered by the same relationship that demands growth, that demands fun, that demands things. 'Di ba? Ang daming dinedemand ng relasyon. But hindi kanya binibigyan ng way para makalap or mapunan mo yung needs na hinihingi niya. Ang ending, masasakal yung partner. And ayaw nilang i-acknowledge na yung reason kung bakit nasakal yung partner is also yung partner na nagkiklaim na mahal nila yung partner nila. But is that really love? Or that's more of like insecurity? Bottomless pit insecurities. And kahit gawin mo araw-araw yung pag-update na yan, kung insecure talaga yung partner mo, gagawa at gagawa yan ng paraan para lang mag-comfort ka ng paulit-ulit. And what's worse is that every away na tumitindi, mas mapapagod ka sa kaka-reassure sa isang partner that has no, or that has a bottomless pit. Na-try nyo na ba mag-reassure ng insecure? Sobrang hirap. The demand grows and grows every month, weeks, days, years, until such time hindi mo na mapakain yung monster. So ang ending, away, bintangan, so on and so forth. And that's very common na nangyayari sa mga pumapasok sa long-term relationship. They think that being or having more time together makes you wish more for it. On the contrary, it does not follow the rules of wanting, the psychology of wanting. Diba? Would you want what you already have? And that's one of the things that people who are in a relationship won't even try to contemplate or ilagay yung perspective na yun sa relasyon nila. Because again, the way they see themselves as special involves attention. Endless attention. Well, this is your lifestyle coach, Mark. You could book a free clarity session so that we could check if we could work together towards your goal. Have a good day.